Once upon a time, in one of the most beautiful kingdoms and distant lands, there lived the king's 12 daughters. The princesses were graceful and mysterious. At night, they would sneak out of the palace to dance at a secret location. However, each morning, their shoes would be worn out, and they would seem tired. The king invited many princes to the palace to understand his daughters' mysterious nightly activities, but no one could solve the puzzle. One day, a young and brave prince arrived in the kingdom, determined to unravel this mystery. Sneaking into the palace, the prince aimed to be close to the princesses and uncover their secret. When night fell, the prince opened his eyes to reveal the princesses' mysterious activities. At midnight, the princesses rose and entered a hidden passage behind a wall. The prince quietly followed them and traversed the secret passage to reach an enchanting garden. The garden was filled with colorful flowers and had a magical pond at its center. All the princesses were adorned in magnificent dresses, dancing around the pond. However, the prince noticed lights shimmering from under their dancing shoes. The shoes emitted bright lights with each dance step. As the night progressed, the prince understood how the princesses created this visual spectacle. There was a magical chamber beneath the pond, filled with lights emitted from their dancing shoes. The princesses were creating this enchanting scene by dancing in the secret chamber. Once the prince solved the mystery, he became enchanted by the princesses' magic but also began planning to protect them. The next morning, while the princesses were dancing again in the secret chamber, the king and others watched them secretly. The king saw his daughter's happiness and courage. However, he couldn't allow the princesses to tire themselves every night. The prince, in love with the youngest princess's grace and joy, expressed his desire to marry her. With eyes full of affection, the young princess embraced the prince and accepted his proposal. A grand wedding was held in the palace, and the kingdom celebrated the happiness of the young princess. The other princesses embarked on their own journeys. Some chose to go to other kingdoms, while others opted to stay in the palace as royal advisors. Each of them lived a happy life according to their passions and talents. The king took every measure to ensure the safety and happiness of the princesses. Every night, the palace hosted balls to satisfy the princesses' passion for dancing and to preserve their freedom. Under the protection of the kingdom, the princesses could dance at night safely and wake up refreshed in the morning. Thus, the lives of the 12 princesses continued as they wished after the enchanting adventure that began in the mysterious garden. Each of them discovered what made them happy and lived peacefully in their kingdoms. The prince and the young princess brought new hope to their kingdom with their loving companionship. This story, filled with a happy ending, celebrated the courage of the princesses. It portrayed the strength within oneself, love, and devotion. The tale ended with a warmth that touched everyone's hearts.